Um, what a privilege it is to have you, man.
Oh, thank you.
Hi,
I'm happy to
Jason.
be here. Hi, Patricia.
So we're coming down to the wire here. The last few minutes. I can't think of a better, more iconic voice, at least in Chicago television, than you, man, to help us make that last pitch for donations and the importance of Patrick Lives On, and why you've been so involved with Patrick Lives On and Patricia.
Well, I work with Patricia every single day, and
Yeah.
I love her. And I remember when we found out the news about Patrick, and it was shocking and just heartbreaking. And you don't know how to even process this kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
and then you imagine what it's like for someone you love, and you see the process of her, when she eventually came back to work. I mean, we have a rough crime show, and she's involved in every shot. And,
I took a few off. The ADs were warning me if it was going to be something difficult to watch for a while.
I think it was, last year was better than the year before. It's not, she's a professional and does her job.
Indeed.
A blind man can see that, rightfully, it re-stimulates difficult memories. And so at any rate, and it gets you thinking, at least me, the broader picture, because it hits home that this just happens way too much.
Yeah.
It's not just Patricia. It's just constant, particularly in Chicago. And it's, we've got to do better. And from what I know, you gotta, the best, most effective way to get a lasting product of quelling the violence, which has been done fairly successfully in other cities, is starting with the kids and giving them something productive to do other than being in a gang, which is the biggest reason. And so this is something that helps all of us. It's not just help those kids. It's helped the entire community, the city, the state, the country, the world, and because it's all individuals. We tend to. Anyway, I don't want to get.
No, but you're right, Jason, because it doesn't mean because somebody lives on that side of the tracks or down on that part of town that it's not affecting you. We all, it's easy to feel like.
Absolutely. And it's so clear right now with the protests, that there's a lot that needs to change, and people are starting to understand and relate as a community rather than, stuck in their own small universe. If we're going to get the point B as a species, we got to start working together.
That's exactly right.
And we heard from two great kids at the beginning of this hour, who were recipients of the Patrick Boswell Courage Awards, and we said, I don't know if you heard that, Jason, but if those two kids are the future, our future's in pretty good hands. But you're right. It's about giving hope. And providing hope, and that, and not just giving it, that young people understand that hope and the opportunities that provide that hope.
Yeah. Well, and also just something creative to do.
Something creative to do, because they're so caught up in, we all are, in social media and electronics in general, whatever it can be, and it's like that kind of, you stop. I don't want to say you stop emoting, you know, but you get detached from people in the world. I mean, we're not just walking outside and your mom isn't saying, hey, when the streetlights come on, come back. She's texting you, you know, that kind of thing. And it's been working. It's really, we've done a great job these first 4 years of offering kids who probably wouldn't have an opportunity to play a sport or pick up an instrument or learn how to program a computer, or we've done graphic artist, one kid did.
Wow.
You know, and there's a lot of people doing it. There's a whole lot of different, you know, people trying to help, but it's just really important because the boy that shot Patrick got a gun, an illegal gun from Indiana, where somebody else's kid, another kid made it, you know what I mean? So it's like that child, how he was raised there, affected all the way down to me. Like when there's a tsunami on the other side of the world, right? We're affecting it. The weather, everything, the radiation, everything.
The butterfly effect. By the way, 877-711-5611. Well, we can get at least 5 more calls in here. 877-711-5611. We're talking with Jason Beghe, who's been wonderful enough to take a little bit of time from an incredibly busy schedule, man. You work hard.
He has a lot of words to learn.
Yes.
I like my job. I mean, I you know, it's work, but you know, I guess there's that old saw that, you know, I do the acting for free. They pay me for the waiting around. You know?
Yeah.
And, so I mean, it's fun. You get a good scene with a good actor. There's nothing I'd rather do. You know?
And I heard an interview with you that you said that Jason is just a guy that you sleep with. That you kind of become. Oh yeah,
I slept with that guy.
But you sort of become Hank Voight, and it takes you over. And so I suppose the logical question is for a lot of the actors who listen to this show, and for people who are just curious, do you hold anything back just for Jason? Or is it all, you know, is it all part of your job? And do you sort of?
I mean, I don't think about like, am I a method actor or something like that? I really think of it, particularly a job like this one, which is a TV series.
Yeah.
So you're going to be spending a lot of time with this character. Sometimes, you know, there's more Voight than Jason in a day. And so I look at it as a relationship.
Yeah.
And so but it all comes from me, obviously. But as I create the character, I try to you know, give him qualities and perhaps abilities and viewpoints that, you know, I think may be useful for me to hang around. Yeah. So when it's a relationship and it's, you know, there's a love there, you know, I like to think that, you know, Hank affects me and I affect him, and that which is what a good relationship is, you know. But there have been times I've gone home and thought, you know, maybe I got to put a little more Jason and Hank and a little less Hank and Jason. You know?
That's funny.
And vice versa, you know, and you know, and I try not to aim, and you know, just kind of try to discover it as it goes, and that's exciting, you know, and fun, and you know, kind of dangerous, and it keeps me getting up in the morning.
There you go. That's what it's all about.
And I have one of the luckiest jobs on set because I get to sit there and watch all that danger and fun on 3 monitors every day. And it really is extraordinary because we're filming all day long and very little of what we film actually makes it into the episode. There is a time. So, you know, I take notes for the editors and I'm always like, oh my God, did you see the look in his eyes when he did? I just, you know, get really crazy about it. And they're like, well, we can't use that take. They'll sometimes call me and go, we can't use that take, even though it moved you so. And it's like, but I was there. You know, you're not doing theater for a live audience, but there's a few of us that get to see it all and watch the magic happen.
Wow.
And it's great. You don't even know that's happening, right?
Well, let's not talk about me. Thank you. That's not my strong suit. Thank you.
You know, Jason, can I say one thing? And it's almost saying it publicly now. You know, when Patrick died and all of you guys came to the funeral, but you were in my home and in my dazed state. I can still remember you sitting on my couch and just very calmly talking to me. And you gave me great comfort. And I will always appreciate that because I felt so lost, you know, and then for you to take the time when they're crazy busy working 70-hour weeks and to just come and sit on my couch was really meant a lot.
Well,
I think that speaks to, and I get this from Patricia every time we talk about the real family dynamic that exists on these very special shows.
Yeah. And you know, family can be tricky.
Yep.
But you wouldn't.
But it's
trade
important
it for nothing. It's perfect the way it is in its imperfection, and you know, I'm so excited for this season for all the stuff, you know. And, but you know, because it's an interesting opportunity. But
let's go
I got you know, last time I was acting on the show was my birthday.
No.
You know, and then we just shut down, and you know, it's very exciting to get back, and I hope we can do something useful, and not dissimilar along the purpose lines that this whole thing is about, you know, which is just about getting more understanding and giving people an opportunity to help.
Indeed. And we're trying here with the Radiothon. Jason Beghe, thank you so much.
Can you say one thing? Can you say my tagline? Visit PatrickLivesOn.org.
Visit PatrickLivesOn.org.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. 877-711-5611. Thank you so much. We'll be right back.
Bye.
Right after this.
See you next week.
Well, let's go driving to the other side of town.